computer converts these numbers into impulses that cause sound waves to come directly from a loudspeaker.
Just find the right place in the program, make the appropriate change, and we'll run the whole thing again.
Only by computer could they be calculated and for the first time pictorially described. The art of computer graphics is only in its infancy.
Speech is still very complicated. Music is simpler.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
The entire musical score accompanying this film was composed on a computer that can produce nearly endless variations of sounds.
Howdy, howdy. Welcome to a late one. Or an early one, depends on where you are. Okay. So, what did we get up to? I went ahead and built it. I made keyboard. I made fire. Man makes fire. I rubbed the sticks together and I made fire. So I made a keyboard. No, I didn't make a keyboard. I made a keyboard case. It's not too bad. It's got its faults, but it's not too bad. Anyway, without further ado, let's have a look at it. Why not have a look at it? So I went ahead and put the bits together. So let's have a look at it. Why not have a look at it? Here it is. It's a little bit more complete than last time, and it's very heavy. It's not going anywhere. Here it is. There it is. There it is, man. And you haven't seen the bit on the back yet. It's got its wedge now. It's got its wedge. Only thing it hasn't got its round feet yet. I've milled out pockets for the round feet to locate, so when you slide it around, they don't fall out. Anyway, so there it is, and it's really heavy. Pity it's not a high-tech keyboard. If it was a high-tech keyboard, it might be worth getting an AMIGA 500 high-tech keyboard. Now I've got to modify the design a little bit. I also found when you get the 500 keyboard, there's little plastic spikes sticking up around the keyboard. That must be for spacing it. Don't know whether you can see there. Can you see those little dots there? And there's one over here, just there. See it? And there's some at the top. See them there? Little spikes. And what they are, they're little tiny plastic pins. It must be for spacing or containing it within the original plastic, or it's injection moulding something or other. Maybe that's where they mould it from. Anyway, because they stick up about 2 or 3 mil, just get a screwdriver and just push them across and they snap off. Anyway, and also the size of the 6 mil plastics, spacing where the PCB is. So I'm about to sneeze. The size is a little bit out. You got some components here. You got your tantalum beads, your capacitors, and your transistor and your tantalum. They just stick up a little too high. and the plastic wants to sit on them, so you have to either bend them down. So what I've done is a combination of bending them a little bit down, but then I've because the pocket on the back that's milled in is a lot lower, I've undone the 2 corner screws on the PCB, and I haven't took them off, I've undone them and left them loose. So what that does, allows the circuit board to sit back a bit, giving more clearance for the components. So there we have it. So there's the back bit, and it looks pretty good, you know, it's come out okay considering it was just a 3D design, and now it's a physical entity. Yeah. So obviously I haven't got a coily cable yet. I've seen in the checkmate case they use a 5-pin DIN plug from one end to the other, to the computer. But I don't like the idea that much, but I'll have to do something similar. Anyway, it's really heavy, so because this bit here, it needs a bit of the little tiny movement, not a lot. It wants another bolt. As I put these bolts, it wants one there and one at the back, so we'll add one to the model, not this one, to the next design. And then we need to find this label, this pocket that we've put in the plastic. I need to design a label or find one that we can buy. Anyway, it's so heavy, and if you wanted one that doesn't budge, this is the one that's not going to budge. It's really heavy. There's 3 lots of plastic on it. Anyway, let's get over to the design, and there's a picture of it. It doesn't really do it justice, doesn't show underneath or anything. It's just maybe a pity, or is it a good thing that it's got it's like the yellow keys. Anyway, let's have a look at this design. So I need to add another few fixings, one there and one there, so we might as well do that now while it's still fresh in our head. Another thing I forgot to show you is when I put the pin in there, and when I tighten these splay open a bit, and they can crack there. Now what I didn't do is I didn't use any super glue, I didn't glue them or anything. So I haven't thought about it. This needs to be made into one before it's fitted, as in glued together. Probably just glue it, and there's probably no need for this fixing across then. Yeah, because the problem is when I pocketed it, I've weakened it. I've weakened it to, you know, to get the nuts in. And it'll probably be better if it was glued, but because it's clear, you can see straight through it. If I put glue on it, you'll see the horrible smearing of the glue inside. So that's why I didn't want to glue it, but anyway, there's that. Let's bring back the rest of the keyboard. So the bottom plastic, top plastic, base, is the top plastic there? It's all there now, I think. Hang on. Yeah, all there. Right. PCB's there, yeah. Yeah, so anyway, this slot I put in there to pass the cable through worked out okay, just right. I'll show you that. Hold on a second. I didn't show you that bit. Oh, it's heavy. There you go. So, can you see the slot? Can't really see it. It's just there, milled out, and the cable passes through. And it doesn't look too bad that way. It just bends back on itself here. bends back underneath, and it goes round and inside there, ready for our PCB connecting up. Sound too bad. So altogether, it's done the business, you know what I mean? It's done the business, but it's heavy. It is heavy. And I've got something to do here on the wedges, because the wedges are splaying open when I tighten the fixing. There's not enough, the fixing size I got, it touches the top as you tighten it, it's starting to splay this out open. Alright, so anyway, there's that. There's a few design things to change, but because they're all boltable, all bolt together, should be easy enough to sort it out. You try as you will until you build a physical thing. You know, you've got to build one to try it. Try as I might to get some round feet. I've got some in there, storage somewhere around here, but I can only find square ones, so I'd have to keep looking or go and buy some of those feet. They're not quite in, I've just noticed they're not in where they should be. Them rubber feet, but yeah, they should be in the pockets. Let's just have a look. X-ray, let's just measure the size of the pocket, can't remember. 1.5 mil. Right, so let's just put these 4 feet up. We won't go one. We'll go 1.5 mil. Where is it? Does it know where they are? 1.5. Is that right? Yeah, we're in. They only stick out a little bit, see? That's right. They only stick out a bit, just enough to... Actually, they don't stick out enough. Tell you what, we'll make them a little bit bigger. How wide did I make them? 2 mil. Let's make them, say, 4 mil. 4 mil. Oh, we've already got 2 mil. Hang on. That's it. 4 mil in total. That's it. What's it look like? Yeah, it's alright. That's alright. Okay. So anyway, we've got to do a bit of space in here. Now that fixing's the wrong size, so I used a small one. So if we glue them, not sure if you can get some acrylic cement. Now I wonder if that's better than using super glue. Acrylic cement, maybe it doesn't, we'll have to look into that. It doesn't leave the white smear, you know, between. Anyway, this was the one that was pushing, I think it was that, unless it was that one. Let's have a look. And the problem is this stuff's quite brittle. It's brittle, this plastic, so it's easy to crack. Let's have a look which one this screw. Yeah, it's that one. It is actually that one there. That fixing's too long, and it's, as you tighten it from the top, it's pushing the thing up, making this gap. And it does it on all 4, so I didn't tighten it, over tighten it. Anyway, let's sort out some refinements. I've sorted out the milling bit now. Panic over. I use decorator's blue tape, 50mm by 50 meters, from the tool station, I don't mind saying, and a little pot of super glue. So you tape both sides, super glue it down to the bed, and that's what I do. And these little tiny bolts, you can hardly see them in reality, but I need to get, because I put that one there, it's got to stay there, but I need a bolt with a smaller thread. That's the only thing. And I probably need to glue the nut in or something like that. Anyway, let's put it into the other mode so we can see it. So I think we need another fixing here and there to fasten it all up. Doesn't absolutely need it, but there's a bit of spring play here. And I can see the being okay at the top. At the bottom where your fingers are going to go in, it's going to get full up of mess, isn't it? But not as if anyone spends much time on a real Amiga keyboard anyway. So anyway, let's put another one in there. So the easiest way of doing that is literally just to grab the bottom plastic and look at it, something like this. I'll just literally grab it, grab that there, and I'll copy it. I need to grab it from the middle. That's easier said than done when you're looking. Well, that's probably it. Copy it like that. I need to then bring it over and find. There's the middle. Ah, it's not gonna stick. It's not gonna stay, is it? Right, so we cancel that before we do that. Then let's find. I think it's 7.5 mil. No, it's not. 9.48. Right, it's gonna be a bit of a pain. 9.48. Right. Let's try to get from the middle. Yeah, it's 9.48. So let's put a little bit of a rule on. 9.48. And we want to copy that. Like that. From the middle. And copy it and bring it along this line to the midpoint, which is there. Just like that. Okay. Right, I don't know why it hasn't made the hole, but tell you what, let's not do that. Undo copy. Let's grab that, then copy that from the middle. That's it. And come over to the middle. Put one there and push it through. That's it, yeah, that's it. It shouldn't do anything because it should be okay there. Yeah, let's get rid of this line. Looks like we're on a loner tonight. Let's make sure the audio is good. That's it, yeah, that's it. Yeah, we're okay. A bit late tonight, probably everyone's gone to bed. Right, let's do the same again on the top here. Same again up here. Let's just measure it. 9.52. 4.8 and 5.2. So slightly out, aren't we, on the holes? Oh well. I just want that one. Copy it from there. There's the middle. Push it through. That's it. So the bottom plastic is done. Does it? Yeah, it'll need to do. Actually, it's a good idea anyway because it'll hold the middle plastic in place. If there's anywhere for it to go, actually, let's have a look. Right, hang on. That might be a bit of a problem now. We might need a little bit of a nick in this. Let's put the base plate. Let's just see the base plate with it. Right. Let's just turn off the top cover a minute. Alright, so we've got this here, this bit of a nick, so obviously that needs to follow around with that, doesn't it? Yeah, it definitely needs to follow in with that a little bit, enough to put this extra bit of a notch in it. Plus it'll help locate this keyboard as well, but I'm not going to go to the extreme. Right, so let's do some sizing up. Hang on. Difficult to do. So let's just come in 1 mil. In 1 mil. And down 1.5 mil. So what we'll do is we'll draw. I've got to draw that there. Actually the best way of doing it is like this. Like that. Just like that, and then bring it out. Bring it out to there. Is that okay? Yeah, that's alright. That'll do it. Right, that's that notch. We're going to have it there. Okay. Now we want the hole. Let's not see the rest of the model now. I want to copy that one. Let's just copy it over. Again, we can do the find the center, and that's it. That's where it goes. And just push it through. Okay, what doesn't give us a lot of space. 1.5 mil. It's enough. Don't want to go too close to the actual thingy bob, keyboard, because I want to give it a chance to get to have a bit of space. Give it a chance, yeah. Okay, so that's the bottom one done. Now we need to do the top one as well. Same again. Oh, we don't want the whole lot, we just want the top bit. That's it. Is that the one? Yeah. Copy that. Over to here and find the middle. There it is. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, so we've got our holes for our new fixings. What we could do with doing is cheat a little bit here. Get to the middle of this one and measure all the way over to the middle of this one. Alright, 2, 3, 4, 50. Alright. So I need a copy of this and this. we're gonna copy it and move it 234.5. There you go. That's your fixings done as well, taken care of. Okay, and so that just begs the question there. Oh, that's good. Look at that. Look at this lot. Looks strange, doesn't it? Right, let's just do the top cover then. And we've got to sort this plastic, this badge out as well. Got to have a look where we can get a nice badge made. And I might need to got to redesign this wedge piece here, just this, to make it more robust. Unless I glue it. Do you want to glue it? Maybe gluing it is good. Let's do the top cover first. Put top plastic back on. Right, this is going to be a case of right, we just want to grab. Do we go into this mode for this one? Could do. Need to grab the whole thing there. Just make sure I've not got anything else selected. No, I haven't. Need to copy the whole thing. There it is. Bring the whole thing to the center. Ah, shouldn't have done it that way. Should have done it by this point here. Copy the whole thing over. And then I can use the center there. That's it. Just like that. Now, it's not part of the model for some reason. So, if I either integrate it with the model, interface the face with the model. That didn't work, so undo, intersect. Alright, let's select the whole thing again. Cut it. Paste it in place. Then cut it. It's gone back to this colour. And go into it. Right, paste it in place. Now, hopefully, I've got everything I need to. No, I still can't select it. Right, okay. Right, so tell you what we'll do. That's a bugger, isn't it? Probably because we're slanted. We're slanted, so yeah, we're not going to be able to do it while we're slanted. So I've got two choices. I can either, don't know, take individual. Let's do it in X-ray mode. It's there, it's just not interfacing. So, right. What about if I cut just that one? Cut it, come out of it, paste it in place, cut it. Go into the plastic, paste it in place. Is that going to allow me to have a surface? Yeah. So I should be able to now bring that down to there. And that, I need to come out of X-ray mode. Right, so I've got something weird going on here now. Yeah, I've got that down to there and it's got a surface. Ah, it hasn't got a surface. Tell you what. Let's rethink this a little bit. let's take this out a minute. Take that off. I still got all my surfaces. No, I ain't. Have I? Have I? Yes, I have. Right, okay. Let's get the surfaces back. Right, so we're going to have to do it a different way. Right, let's just put in a line there, and we know it's... Where's the side of it? 9.5. Right, 9.5. So we go 9.5. So there's our hole. So we can put in our 4.25mm hole there, which is, sorry, 2.25, which gives us 4.5mm. We can just push that through. Then we need whatever size this hole is over here. 8mm. So 4mm hole over the top of that. There's already a hole there, so it's best to put that in before you. Alright, so that needs 4mm. So it gives you an 8mm diameter, and then bring that down 3mm. Right. Okay, so we got that one. I can leave that one there a minute. Right, let's go to the top one next. Just make sure that's the same. 9.5. Right, let's sort this out. So let's do a 2.25, and then let's also do a 4mm. Right, we'll push the one all the way through. Push this on down by 3mm. Keep it cupping. Let's get rid of the lines. Where's that line gone? What I left? Oh, I've got rid of it. Got rid of it from the top. Right. Okay. So that's that. Yeah. So we've got that sorted out. That's that bit done. Right, yeah. So we've added an extra one to the middle. That's that sorted. That'll take care of that. And it's not in the way of anything. Nothing in the way. It's just about got enough clearance. Yeah, it's got the clearance for this lid here. That's just fine. And it's just fine. Now we need to sort out, see if there's anything we can do with this bit here. These wedges. So let's just hide the top plastic, the bottom plastic, the center plastic, and the base, not the base, base plate. Alright, so let's see what we've got left now. Okay, so we need to see if we can do anything here with this. Alright, what can we do here? Now, we can either glue them together with... I need to research what acrylic glue is, so let's do that now. I've got to research acrylic glue, and I've got to research about the sign. The sticker, the label. I need to make that better somehow. Right, let's open up a browser. It keeps telling me to sign in and stuff. doxing myself. Anyway, let's just go on YouTube. Alright, let's search for acrylic, I can't spell, acrylic cement. Right, let's bring that over here. Right, acrylic cement. Bond acrylic sheet without acrylic cement. Without acrylic cement. What on earth is he doing? Without, why would you do it without acrylic cement? Super glue? Let's see what he's up to.
I love Monday.com.
What's Monday.com?
I'll mute it there. Skip that.
To need to do is stick it together. And while some glues work on acrylic, solvent bonding with commercial acrylic cement is preferable, but not necessarily available or affordable. The internet says a lot about acrylic bonding alternatives.
Right, I'll keep muting it because it's not my video.
But there's no real definitive answer about what works, what doesn't, what's better, and what's worse. And how to bond acrylic sheet without acrylic cement. This is Cosador Jonathan.
Alright, okay, Jonathan.
Agent number 3. I found number 3 to be expensive and ridiculously hard to get in Australia. Number 3 bonds quick and has a very strong bond. Before we get started, a lot of these chemicals are dangerous, so please look up the
Yeah.
toluene because of the similar chemical structure.
Xylene.
Toluene is known to be a good solvent.
Alright, so yeah.
Way to solvent. In this video, and a link in the description. And even though I'm using laser cutting isn't the only way, and it's not necessarily.
Yeah, get to the bit where
I'll
you
do
glue.
this for each of the chemicals, and once they're all done, I need to let them cure for 24 hours.
What? Cure?
El camera rig.
Not the video I need. Acrylic glue at Acryfix. Alright, that's a sponsored one. Acribond acrylic cement. I'm more interested in what it does when, not for the edges. I want to know what it does when you put two clear pieces on top of each other. How to glue acrylic. How to bond acrylic. I need to know what it looks like when it's laminated. How not to use acrylic cement. Right, okay. That's a short. Don't use it like that. Does it make a mess of your plastics? Doesn't look like it does it? Alright, he's just shoving it all over the place. Ah, don't let it do that. That's right. Right, got you. So it looks like acrylic cement. Okay, let's do a search. Off screen, because as soon as you try and search, it wants to log you in to sell you something. So, acrylic cement. Right. Extra thin liquid cement. Acrylic cement. Yeah, it's not cheap by the looks of it. Yeah, it's trying to dox me. Yeah. Why? How to glue? Right, anyway. Right, so let's figure about that. Let's have a look now at stickers. Sticker Mule. Let's try Sticker Mule. I've used it before. Let's see if it tries to dock me. No, not at the minute. Right, let's have a look. we want to make a badge. Get samples, custom labels, custom stickers. Right, is it a label? It's like a sticker. Custom stickers. Round stickers. Bumper stickers. Oval stickers. They're more rectangular ones. Bumper stickers. Oval stickers. No. Where's your custom stickers? Stop trying to dox everyone. Right. Products. Badges. It's more of a badge, isn't it? Right, let's say it's a badge. None of those badges. No. Custom pins. No, don't want none of them. Magnets, no, more. Custom coasters, yards, sticker mule, framed. Hot sauce, no. Right, so it needs to be a foil label. Search. Foil label self adhesive can't be any more plain than that. Doesn't look like they do. Okay, so we'll go somewhere else off screen because it's always doxing. Right, so foil product badge label self adhesive. Right, okay, let's bring it back over. Right. That looks alright. Metal acid. Needs to have jelly filled or be of a certain thickness. Now, I have got the ability to cut. They're not self-adhesive though, you'd have to glue it out of an aluminium. But then I wanted some colours on it, not just laser engraved from black anodized. Let's have a look at the images. Name tags, no. Can't see anything yet. These are too thin. I don't know what you call them. Not sure what you call them. Right. Get rid of the foil. No, a self-adhesive is not. So it's not. Half the problem is describing the right wording. It's more of a nameplate. Nameplate. That's it. Custom busy logo, basic. Similar. That's it. What's this? Logo. No. Stainless steel label. Metal label, laser engraved. No. Needs to be colour. Plastic name tag, product tags. You could have them like that, I suppose, but we want some authenticity to it. See, everyone wants to do a laser engraved one with one colour. Complementary product pairing. I don't know the correct name for it. Jelly filled badge, they're a little bit tacky now. They all seem to fall off. They just fall off after a while. I suppose everyone with the lasers is going to be in business making them. Let's try wording it some other way. Product logo, label, nameplate. Logo, nameplate. Yes, that's nice. Custom factory. No, they're a bit more like engraved. You could engrave them, I suppose, but then that takes time. Just trying to cut the process down. Engraved, self-adhesive plaque. Gold, brass and copper. Right, custom business. Logo, no. Product logo, nameplate. Logo plate. Colour one. Colour. Let's put the U in for the UK. U in for the UK. Right. What we got here? Yeah, we got something like. Right, let's ask ChatGPT. See if it knows. Which company? Which online service? For designing a product logo plate with a specific colour, several online services can help. Canva. Oh, Taylor Brands. No, I don't. I will make the PNG. Just need an online service. Badge needs to be like Amiga keyboard or Amiga 2000 case badge. Self-adhesive and metal backed. If you're creating a project badge like self-adhesive, you want an online service based on custom metal printing and badging. Sticker Mule, I tried them. Custom Link. What they offer, custom ink, metal kettle. What they offer, special in production, high quality metal products, including metal badge, pin mark. What they offer, specialized custom lapel pins and badges. The studio Sticker mule. I can make it as a sticker. Right, let's just try sticker mule again then. Let's go sticker mule. And let's do custom stickers. Right. Custom stickers. Die cut stickers. Round stickers. Die cut stickers. What are they? Alright, size. Custom size. Oh, what are these? They look a bit thick. Die cut stickers, right. Go back on that one then. Rectangle stickers. Custom size. Got to buy 50, have you? Right, okay. Let's get the size. Find out what size it is. 47.5 by 11.5. Hello, lock slide. I see your message of the day and I responded to you, and it blocked my send, and I tried to set you up on WhatsApp and that blocked as well. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know how to get a message back to you, mate. It's dead awkward. Let's have a look. Yeah, there they are, mate. I'll just cover that up. I tried to send you a message, just blocking it. I don't know what's going on, mate. It's weird. Strange. I don't know, unless because I got two sims. I got my own company sim in there, and I got a work sim. I don't know whether they've restricted it in some way. I ain't got a clue. So I can see your message, but then I can't reply to you. Just send me your address and I'll send it you. Yeah, don't just send it. I'll send it you. No problem. Send the address. Not a problem, mate. Are you waiting for a pizza? Yeah, you get some real pizzas over there. The UK, you can't get a real pizza in the UK. There's no real pizzas in the UK. They're just a soggy mass of. One of our local pizza places here does chips, fish and chips, pizzas, and all the rest of it. It ran out of green peppers. No, it ran out of chilies, and it decided to put some cucumber on it, and they put the cucumber in the grill, and it came out as a soggy, warm rubbish. And I had to phone them up. I said, what's going on here? So it ran out of green chilies or green peppers, so we put cucumber. I said, cucumber? He says, yeah, a lot of our customers like cucumber. I thought, you're talking through your backside, mate. Anyway. Yeah, you can't get a decent pizza in the UK. WhatsApp so lame. I'll just call you. Yeah, no worries. That's so bizarre, man. Yeah, New York's some of the best around. Yeah. Yeah, you can't get a decent pizza here. If you want to get a decent pizza, you gotta go to Italy. Yeah, you can't. You just can't get one. They haven't got the ovens. They've got nothing. They've just got these silly grills, and they haven't got anything The pizza is just horrible. The bread's frozen. It's just a frozen mess. Yeah. I mean, have you ever heard of cucumber on a pizza? And the guy, this is what he told me. Instead of saying, "Oh, one of my operatives made a mistake and put cucumber on it," he said, "Oh yeah, we put cucumber. Our customers like it. I can stick pineapple on a pizza. I don't mind that, but a wet, soggy, warm cucumber sliced, no chance." Oh dear, yeah. What have I been up to? I've been finishing the keyboard off. I'm just trying to locate a sticker now. Just trying to find a sticker and get the sizes off this sticker. Never heard of cucumber. This has steam coming off nice and I got pineapple. Yeah, nice combination. Some people, they don't like pineapple in the UK. They say Hawaiian, they call it. They say it's all wrong. I quite like a fresh piece of pineapple on a pizza, but yeah, it can make it soggy. Yeah, jalapeno. Yeah, we have green finger chilies on ours. We like, if ever we do have them, green finger chilies, bird's eye finger chilies. So hot. Chop them up and spread them around. Yeah, rather than jalapeno. They do jalapeno, but see them jalapenos, they can get a bit squishy and steamy, you know. Whereas your chili's chopped small, doesn't add too much moisture to it. I was going to do a cooking live stream once and make some. I used to have a website and I used to put my menus on it. It was just called. I was way ahead of the game actually. I used to upload menus, all the menus from the takeaways in the area. I used to upload them onto this website. It was totally coded in ActionScript 3. And it was fully, expandable. You could just put a menu in a location of an area of a city inside that area, and then you could put as many as you want inside that. And I was just too far ahead of the game with it. And I tried to promote, I thought, let's, what can you offer free so they use the special code off the site when they quote it. I was way ahead. Now they've got so many services that do it all anyway, but I was ahead of the game. But you got to go for it at the time. You got to push for it. You got to get people on board, and I'm no good at marketing. So I've got a lot of ideas in the past, and some of the ideas, even advanced motion detection. Now they do AMPR cameras, they do motion tracking, face recognition. But I was doing it back in 2003. I even programmed my own algorithm that looked at a bitmap image and detected motion within it, compared one slide against the next. I even wrote a whole program to do it, with audio and everything. But anyway, again, no good at marketing. It's no good making stuff unless you can market it. It's marketing. What I should have done is, when I left school, is done business studies and marketing studies. So without those two, I had to learn it all myself. I have to do all my own accounts now and everything. I was going to do a food delivery thing before Uber Eats made Basically, just to say different. I've missed a few. Stream coming off nice and fresh. Oh, Steam, yeah. Basically, just the same words, different stuff. Oh, wow, that sounds. I was going to do a food delivery thing before Uber Eats. Make deals with restaurants to deliver foods. Yeah, I negotiated with a few. And they say, yeah, we'll give them a couple of cans of Coca-Cola free with a meal if they order quoting that code, you know. They don't mind throwing a few cans of Coca-Cola in if they're spending £25 on a delivery, you know. Hindsight, yeah. But you've got to push for it, see. Necessity is the mother of invention, but you've got to be in a position where you're desperate. You've got to be desperate to push for stuff. You've got to be in people's faces. You know, like there's a show on down in London. There's a show on. I've just seen the advert for it. Internet of Things show, and it's spread across a couple of weeks. And I thought to myself, I'd like to go down there, but I say, what's better to go down there is take all my stuff, set it all up in a little stall. But then you got to sign in, and you got to. They tell you all these rules you got to do to comply, and you're going to set it up, and what you can do, what you can't do, and just seemed like a lot of hassle. And a lot of the Internet of Things stuff, it's people doing it for free, you know, or they've got a concept and they're showing it off, or they've got some prototype. I've gone way past that stage, like, so. It's more of it. I need to go to a product. The local one in the UK, or the main one, is IFSEC. I think they call it that. Something about. I don't know if you have an equivalent. It's IFSEC. But I've offered a few times to share a stall with someone, but you can't get anyone on board. Nobody's interested. You know, they're just not interested. Don't know why. You know, it's crazy. Yeah, well, this site, I think it was based on ActionScript 3, Flash ActionScript 3, and you went onto an HTML site, and all it is, it sends you straight to a Flash ActionScript. It would run PHP code that ran the ActionScript 3, and it's a dynamic website. There was no HTML code. There was nothing there as such. It made it on the fly based on where it gave you the home page. It gave you the home page with all the. I've still got it somewhere. It's on my computer somewhere, but anyway. And you literally get your magnifying glass on the screen while you're in a browser. It's going back to 2006, 7, 8, 9. I ran this site for 5 or 6 years, and then my other stuff came out. UPass came up, and I thought I can't keep 2 lots of .coms going. There's nothing much happening with it, so I thought I'll knock it on the head. And then shortly after, you got lots of stuff coming out now. They've all caught up. But over the years, I've invented stuff, and I'm a bit too soon with it. And lo and behold, it takes about 7 or 8 years later, someone else comes out with the same thing, or a service. It's just, you know. So I bet there's loads of people like me who try to do the same thing, and nobody knows they exist. It's only those who get the marketing right that get out there, you know. It's a lonely world, it is, yeah. I tried to come on. That's why I tried to come on a live stream, trying to get. I meant to share some with you as well. I forgot Lockslide that I did set up access control. Ask an engineer on Facebook. It's a group. I've set it up a while ago, open to get some interest, and people ask me questions. I can help them out. But so far, there's only one follower. That's me. Yeah, it's crazy. Can't get no interest. There's loads of people out there. They've got automatic gates. They've got access control. They've got all sorts of problems. But they don't know. Well, they just call a company in to fix it. Or if I could give them free advice if they wanted. You know what I mean? I could say, you know, tell me what you want to do and I'll tell you which is the best system. Or, you know, what I think the best system is. You know, and if someone wants to come in and say, no, that's not the best system, this is better, then that's alright. As long as they're getting helped out in the end, you know, getting helped out to generate some flow. But, like if I went, I had a problem with Facebook, you've got to be logged in to show anything. You can't just do a search like Twitter. I'm pretty sure you can't, you have to log in, then you have to dox yourself. I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me open another one of these browsers up. Right, I'll open this browser up and I'll go into the Facebook. But I'll swap over to this. Oh no, it's not even that one, is it? It's a group. Oh, I forgot what it's called now. How do you find groups on here? Hang on. It came up with a reminder, so I shared it. Hang on, if I go to home, it'll be there, won't it? Yeah, no, that's not it. Where's it gone? I'm useless on this stuff, you know. Groups. I can't find my groups. I'm useless to navigate around Facebook. Video, home, I'm on home. I don't see the group. I don't see this thing. I'm useless. Right, do a search. It's called Access Control Ask an Engineer. There it is. Right, okay. So it's a group. Yeah, there it is. Okay, am I going to dox myself? No, probably not. Right, here we go. Right, here it is. I put a few things, logo. I put a little a man on here, questioning stuff. I put my little product on. You got to have a free, whatever they call it. What's it called? It's promotion. Anyway, ask an engineer. One member. That's just me. So I don't know if I'm not setting it up right. Ask an engineer. I will do my best to answer the. That's it. But no one joins it. Nothing. Not a thing. Yeah, FB's a mess. Yeah. What's the name? Never Facebook, but if you like you say marketing. Yeah, I've done some work at a digital marketing company and put the access control in for them actually. And I try to explain, you know, I need some marketing. But they look at me as a guy installing the stuff, they're thinking, they don't correlate that you might have a product but you're doing your day job. They don't work that out. Like, I type this exactly, got all kids and other people's groups. Yeah, I think it narrows it down. When you search in different areas of the world, it narrows it down to what, you know. I was searching for a laser cutter the other day, and now I'm inundated with all ads about laser cutters. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. So anyway, I set that up a while ago. I don't know. Where's the date? Is there a date on it? People. Yeah, joined 10 months ago. Not joined. I set this up 10 months ago. There's no. Yes, fair enough. I haven't put much in there. Oh yeah, I put that in. because it reminded me, and I put that in for yesterday or this morning. More work on it soon. So I set it up. Welcome to, yeah, I've done my bit, but when it comes to doing anything else with it, if it's not an automatic process, I've had it. I've even got hang on, GitHub. I suppose I've got to dox myself. Doesn't matter. Hang on. How do you find stuff if you don't want to dox yourself? Don't call yourself your name. That's the best way. Yeah, you're not seeing it. The creepy ads are when you talk to someone and somehow you start getting ads. Yeah, just by the voice. I wouldn't mind, but yeah. I'll tell you what I hate is when you're on Facebook Marketplace and you're talking to someone. They don't answer you straight away, then they answer you. And you ask them a question and they just go dead on you. You know, they just go dead and they won't answer you. They don't. I'm thinking, what the hell? What is the matter? Just, if I say to them, you know, can I have a look, or can I, you know, give you, what's the least you'll take, or something, they won't answer you, and they just go dead. And I'm thinking, I even say, I call them by the name, so just give me an answer, yes or no. Just say no if you don't want it, or tell me how much you want, whatever it is. But they just go dead on you. I'm thinking, I don't get it. I absolutely do not get it. It's weird people around. Very weird people. Anyway, the creepy ads are when you somehow you start getting ads. Yeah. Anyway, let's get this GitHub on, if it'll find it. Will it find it? No. Yeah, it's trying to dox me again. It's always the same, this thing. You know, you can't do anything. Why can't you just click it, say I'm doing a live stream? Stop bloody doxing me. You know what I mean? Oh, even doxing myself now, clicking on me. What have I got this up for? You can't do anything on here. You know what I mean? It doesn't take much intelligence to find out what they want to find out. So, anyway. Right. I want to create a label. I want to do so many different things. But I made this keyboard. Courtesy takes time, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's the matter with people. If it's 150 quid, and I say, what's the least you'll take, any less than that, all they've got to do is say, no, it's £150. That's it. If you want it, come and get it. You get an hour to get it, otherwise I don't talk to me again. But, you know, they don't even say that. They just go quiet, dead on you. Nothing. Dead. Just totally dead they go. I suppose they don't like being messed around, but the trouble is, did they mess me around or did I mess them around? Because they never. I went to see a bumming laser cutter, and underneath all the chain was all rusty. Someone had chucked it out in the rain for a few months, so it's gone from a quick fix to a big project. And I said, look, I was about to hand the money over. I said, here's the money. He got called away, so I'll be back in a minute. So anyway, while he was gone, I opened the bottom up and saw all the rusty chain. It's got a bed that lifts up and down. It was rusty, and I'm thinking, if that's rusty, what about all the XY carriage and everything? That's going to be rusty too. So it's gone from a quick fix electrical fault to a massive, take it all apart, clean it all up, put it all back together and service it. Takes time. Yeah, Chrome does know everything, yeah. They're not secrets. Anyone wants to find out where I am, who I am, all they got to do is search for my company name. That's all they've got to do. Anyway. Right, so yeah, Lockslide, just send us that address, mate, and I'll send it over to you. Don't worry about anything, payments and whatever. Don't know how much it'll cost. Don't know. Doesn't matter. Alright. Right. So I'm trying to make a badge. I was going to show you this one. Hang on. I know you're not really into this stuff, but this is the keyboard I ended up making. And I've done the back, I've done the wedge to it now. The wedge as well. It's heavy as hell, it is really heavy, so it ain't going to go anywhere. You know what I mean? The plastic is heavy. So I like, when I say I'm going to do something, it's not all bullshit. No, excuse the language. It's not all bullshit. I will make it. You see what I mean? Yeah, I'll make it. And right, I was on the sticker mule, wasn't I put that away a minute. So I'm just thinking, because I've reinstalled my computer, I haven't even got my program on here, have I? I think I have got it on. Hang on, where is it? Yeah, here's the. I'll open up. I can run it if I run it straight away from the Visual Studio. Copilot is now free. I don't want Copilot. Who the hell wants Copilot? They can't just push something on you and think you're gonna like it. I don't want no. I uninstall all that junk. I don't want it. Just gonna right. Anyway, this is my main program. It's nothing to do with the keyboard, but going off from, if I say I'm gonna make it, I made the keyboard. I designed it in 3D and I make the thing. Right, let's run this. Let's run this up. I haven't ran it for ages. Can't connect to nothing. I've got nothing plugged in. Yeah, it looks alright. Yeah, it's surprising. What's this doing? Oh, there it is.
Welcome to UPass.
Right. Now, because it's got the new window 2022, just put this weird frame around it. It's my server rack. You've seen this anyway. It's a bit goofy. Someone said that was a bit out there, yeah. Anyway, it's got nothing to do with that. Is it doing the desktop? Yeah, it's even used the narrator. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, go back to look at the back videos for that lot. Can't mix that up. Anyway, right. So let's get rid of that. The code. I might as well show you the some of the code on Visual Studio Code. It is the firmware for the engine. That was the desktop software. This is the firmware. A lot of firmware. Look at all this firmware. Look at all this code here. Someone else looked at it. I showed them on a live stream. Well, they said, "What is it?" And I said, "I'll show you if you like." And they go, "Oh, a lot of." I went down here and I was up to the U's. Look at the U's and the V's. And they got to the U. They thought, "Wow, a lot of code." It's a lot of code. It is a lot of code. Am I going to sell copies of the keyboard? I don't know if there's any interest. There might be. An Amiga 2000 keyboard, you're looking at £150 to £200, right, for a working one. Now you can get an Amiga 500 keyboard for about £40, and if you put it into a case and make a lead for it, you might not be able to get one. They're hard to come by. you can get them, but you have to, you know, you're in a bidding war for them basically. No, not bothered. I mean, if someone watches the stream and they want a keyboard case, they let me know, and I'll, you know, if they get, I can sort them out, or I can give them the files. They can get it made on an online service, you know, anything like that. Or if enough people say, yeah, we wouldn't mind one of them, you know. But the trouble is, the plastic's so expensive. You can't make anything in the UK. It's a service-based place, the UK now. It's, if you want anything, you go on Amazon, and you can't beat the price that it's already out there for, you know. You can't beat it. Oh, the keyboards, yeah, they're expensive. Yeah, we need to get you on a. We need to do a multiple stream, don't we? Like StreamYard. I don't think you can do it with straight off the back with a live stream off YouTube. We could get a few on. We could have a bit of a chat, a live chat, and talk some good stuff. So when I see the text come up, it's probably a couple of minutes have gone past for some reason. Don't know why. There's always like a delay. I don't know what question sometimes you're asking about. It might be something else. I don't know. Anyway, this code I got here, it works on multiple platforms. You can select the platform here. It's got all these different platforms, watches, different version of watches, different Arduino kits, like even where's the other one? 80 Mega, you know, Arduino Mega. Then you got a Node MCU. You got even your Raspberry Pi Pico, generic different things, Sonoff devices. Probably heard of Sonoffs. Yeah, anyway, it's going off on a bit of a tangent, but some of this technology is going to be reused for... Hang on, let's get rid of that. How'd you get rid of that? See, on here, if you go down to... Hang on, if I go down... You can see my web interface is down here. All the data for the web interface. Web captive portal... Here's the CSS. Look, the shared CSS code. The headers. Hang on. Alright, so you got the CSS code that goes in with the. That's all the CSS, and then the content. Everything's editable here. It's all made from scratch. But this can be made to work with the AMIGA. Instead of having a front end for a access control, we can have it for the AMIGA to do the wireless keyboard, basically. Yeah. And as your token navigation, it's all here. It's totally editable because I've made it all from nothing. I made the whole lot, even the protocol. The scripting language and the packet. Here's the packet system. It's all encrypted. The packet is. Different devices do different things. Serial events. You've got. When I send a packet of data, it encrypts it. Scan for transfer packet. There's a lot of code here. It took 14 years. Keep talking to the stream like you can hear me all. Definitely about a minute delay for sure, yeah. Yeah, I think YouTube does that for some reason. It just... I know, imagine they got lots of stuff going on. It does it, they must... I'm just wondering if there's a reason they did it. They put a delay on it. Keep talk to the stream. It's a busy GUI, but I do like the look of it. Yeah, the desktop is. You've got the desktop, and then you got the other one. But the let's go back to that one a minute. The main desktop. Are you on about a desktop software? This got a built-in scripting language. You can do stuff with it, like boot up sequences and stuff. You know, I wrote the scripting language myself as well. I mean, it's built in. I don't know if you've seen any of this.
Well,
I don't
welcome to UPass.
Well, I don't know if I can I expand that? Yeah, you can see it still. Can't see my face on it though. Oh, can you? And can you see it though? Hang on. Ah, it's moved over to there. Sorry, it's moved over there. It's alright. It's gone. It's defaulted to my primary monitor. Yeah, you got all your tree view and everything here. Access group users. You know, your scripts. You can run a script. I got the war games. Here's a good one for you. If it'll play. That's the script running now. This is your running script here. Now you can run a script. This script management. The system will run a script, or you can write your own script. You can just enter a new script name. I'll call it lock slide. Right. So you get an old Amstrad basic type of parser. Okay, so you just, this is how you type your scripts. 10, put your tick rate in, tick 1000. It's very like basic scripting. Okay, it's old style, but you can do crazy stuff with it. You can list it, ticks. That is the amount of time it takes to execute one instruction. So tick, and then you go 20. You can do stuff like, say, high lock slide, and you could go 30. Delay, whoops, delay 2000. That's 2. Oh no, delay 2. I forgot how to use it. Delay 2. If you don't know how to use some, if you go question mark, I forget how you do that now. It gives you a list of all the stuff, all the different commands. It's crazy, but you can bring back your list. Your list is still active, and you go 40. Delay 2, and then say how do, right, and you can do a 50 delay. This is old school computer basic type of stuff. Delay 2, you go 60. What else can you say? You can play a wave sound or all sorts, or say something. This is without your voice command as well. Like from that, I can leave that where it is, and it's already, see, it's got the voice thing on it. If I say, "You pass," what time is it?
The time is 10:15 p.m.
Look at that. I'm live streaming on the same mic because I'm issuing voice commands to the system. You pass. Hang on, I can't see the number. There's nothing to do with computers, but this interface could be used for the keyboard. You pass, expand 8.1. You pass, collapse 8.1. Yeah, I got You know, it's crazy stuff. But the war games, this is crazy. Watch this. If I find the war games here, you can create. Yeah, we was creating a new one. Anyway, let's go back to creating a new one. Hang on, I can't get to it. There it is. Right. So delay 60. So you can go back to. So go to 20. Right, list it, save it, run it.
High lock slide. How do? High lock slide.
Yeah, crazy.
How do? High lock slide.
Yeah, so you can load. You know, do so much stuff. It's crazy, man. But what I haven't shown, you can run a script from a script and run several scripts from one script. And when the script finishes, you can run another script. You can just keep going. Right. So if I run war games now, watch this. Did I run it? Hang on. Load. Oh, sorry, run the script. I haven't used it for so long, I forgot. Watch how crazy this gets. You pass, what time is it? See how crazy this is? And you can stop all these scripts. Anyway, this is great. Yeah, this is crazy. But when you see, you've got startup scripts. Look, on startup, intro, on shutdown, goodbye, on timer 1, on timer this 2. You can set a script to run on timer, but I wanted to introduce AI into this as well, whereas it analyzes your database and your stuff, and it says, I don't think you've backed your database up in a while. I think you really ought to do it. Would you like me to do it for you? And all this kind of stuff. Anyway, the scripts, built-in help, voice commands. You can't see that. It's on the other screen. Miscellaneous information about the installation, users, access routes, time zones, engines, reports, do a roll call. Don't think you'll see it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, add your users. So you got your user, new user, or old Steve Jobs dead. You can bring him up on the screen. So that's his token. You can assign him a token or a vehicle profile. Select whether he's disabled. He's already disabled. He's blooming dead. Shit. Vehicle restrictions, unrestricted access, valid from to membership if you're a part of a membership. It goes on and on. Take your photo. You know, you can do your photo. Activate the webcam, capture it, move this around, shrink it. You know, capture your picture, load it in from a file, anything you want. Shrink it. You can do a voice command. UPass collapse window. Yeah, it's just collapsed it over here now. It's got this line around it. It's just because it's in the developer environment. I need to run it from the exe. And you can built-in information. Quick add. You've got this ability to colorize it out of existence, minimize it, shrink it, maximize it, do all this stuff. There's no, I haven't got anything plugged in, so you can't see anything. It takes a temperature. You know, there's so much in it. People were asking me for features.
Thank you for using UPass.
When I was installing stuff for other stuff, they were asking me for features, and I would can't do nothing. That nobody knows the people who do the software. You know, very rare you can get in touch with anyone. So I thought, well, I'll make my own from scratch, and I'll always be able to do whatever I want to do with it. You know, if anyone asks me for a feature. Yeah, there's a lot in it. There's a lot in it. There's a lot more can go in it. There's a lot, but when I don't get any marketing, there's no sales. It doesn't inspire me. That's why I've knocked it on the edge for a bit, really. 'Cause after 10 years of it, I started messing with Arduinos 2009, and by 2012 I was well into them, and then 2013-14 I started developing UPass. Anyway, this is madness. So I'm trying to find a sticker. Let's see if I can get the size off this sticker. But I mean, there's a few people who wanted to try it out. They said, use this as a test bed. But basically, they're after just want me to set it up for them, install it and everything, do it all for them. I'm thinking, no, I ain't got time for that, but I mean, yeah, it's one of those things. Well, I've got another 30. I've got another load of bits for another 30 to build, and I built the 10, and there's still 10 here, basically. Crazy. Right, let's just get. So anyway, for my own sanity, I knocked it on the head for a bit. 47.5 across. 11.5. Let's just do this then. So 47.5. 11.5. Oh, minimum size is 19 mil. What? Right, that's not good, is it? Minimum size 19 mil. Right. Well, that's no good then, is it? Upload artwork, I don't have any. So sticker mule won't do it. So I have to come back to that one when I find a service. I need to make a badge, basically. Need to make that badge somehow. Yeah, I don't. It seems crazy, yeah, that I'm spending all this time on this. I should, but don't forget, I've spent so much time on that other thing already. You know what I mean? I spent so much time on it, and I don't know. Years go by. They go by so quick. The years do. You know what I mean? Anyway, I've got to go to the latrine. Too much information. I'll be back in a minute. Hello, back again. Right, let's have another look at this keyboard then while we're on. Yeah, so I've added another couple of fixings to there and there on the design. Managed to get the wedge going. Yeah, everything seems to have gone to plan. It's a nice fit. It's a nice fit. It's heavy. So I'm going to carry on. I've got one more day off. So I'll carry on with the case, the main case. Get that finished. I did the front panel. Little button insert there, so press that. I've got to make the PCB for that, so I've got to design a PCB for that. It's not much of a PCB at the minute, it's just buttons really and a few LEDs. But we've got to sort that out. Yeah, so anyway, I've got a lot of projects going on. I've got projects on top of projects upon top of projects. So many projects. I was even going to build one into this. It just fell down. I even got this this gadget. This is nice. Bought a couple of these. They're cases, DIN rail cases. And I was going to build a wireless version of my gadget with 2 reader inputs, and it even comes with the connectors, and it sits in there like that, a proper case, and even got somewhere for a logo to go on the top there. Even got somewhere for the logo to go. I paid about 18 quid for 2 of these, shipped from AliExpress. DIN rail mount. I've got another one there. So that's another project, because we're going to use the extra pins and make that into another one. But anyway, yeah, nightmare. I've got boxes. I've got loads of empty boxes. I bought enough stuff to make 40 altogether. Just haven't bothered to carry on with them, as you do. If yeah, it's a bit awkward because everyone I know, I don't know. Everyone I work with, and I know, it's weird. I don't know. The world is funny. Nobody seems to take you seriously. Don't know. It's a weird one. Anyway, so I've got to glue these things. Yeah, intermission. Yeah, no problem, mate. No problem. Come and go as you please. Holy cow. Yeah. It's 10:30 in the UK at night. Yeah, so I've got to sort these wedges out. I don't think they're too bad. It was more the screw that was the problem. How do I get back onto this? Right, that's it. Yeah, these screw. Just wonder if I can do it, because these are surprisingly small, really. When you look at it on the screen, you don't get the scale until you actually make one. And because that's milled halfway through, I've basically taken the strength away from it. All the way through there. If you put enough stress on it, it's I don't know if it's cast acrylic or extrude. I think it's extruded acrylic, clear acrylic. I think that's what it is. And it's brittle. It will crack. You can snap it in your fingers if you're not careful. So I think what I'll do, I could try this now actually. Put a blob of glue there, there, and there. But the super glue just makes it go all white and horrible. Start a pot of tea. Yeah, you get your tea. Get your tea. Catch all this later on. No problem. You get your tea, mate. Don't not have your tea. Sort yourself out. You're on a different time zone than us. Carry on, mate. Carry on. As soon as I'm all right at the minute. I normally get tired. I got tired earlier. Went for a bit of a day trip today. Went out. Did about 200-mile round trip. Bit of a day trip. Got back. Was tired. Don't know why. Anyway, yeah, come and go as you please. No problem. I'll see you again. Come back another day. So what I'm basically doing is every night I'm doing a panel or a couple of panels. While I'm off work, I'm doing more. So I said I was going to knock it on the head a bit and do a bit less, but at the end of the day, I've still got to do something. So I've got to create some more stuff. But for the keyboard, I mean, this was okay. It's just the screw. The screw. Cooking with a Greek geek. Yeah. 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 That website used to have. I put recipes on there, cooking recipes, restaurant style curries and stuff, base sauce, chicken tikka, marinade, and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, put a lot of stuff on there. But ended up getting rid of it, rid of the whole website in the end. I've still got it as a backup. I just gave the name up. Yeah, no problem, mate. Well, get some use. Let's get some use. I thought about open sourcing the whole blooming thing at one point. All my old project. Just to get it out there, set some use out of it. Just open source the lot. Don't know. Open source hardware. It's based on open source hardware anyway. The firmware's there. It's not open source, the firmware at the minute. The main program's not open source, but it's free to use. I don't even know if I've put it on for download yet. See the website. There is a download area on it. I've got to catch up with it. I've got to decide what I'm doing because I've ran the company for 4 or 5 years now. It's never made any money. It's always cost me about £1,200 a year to keep it running. So I was thinking, financial year's up soon. Got to start again. Do I carry on with it or do I knock it on the head? If I knocked it on the head, I'd just make it open source and put all designs out there. See, it's just cost me money at the minute. It doesn't cost. It doesn't cost. It's not making any money. I don't know. I had some visage envisaged of me quitting my day job at some point and concentrating on just that, and other stuff, but it's not as easy as it sounds. Sounds easy. It's not that easy, especially today. Anyway, this is the space. I created too much space in here now. In this bit here, this well here, I opened it up to get the cable in, but the cable actually goes around and under, and so I made too much space. And you can actually see it. If I go back to this one now, you can actually see the well. Sometimes I put too much space in it. Don't know whether you can see it at the top. See that pocket up there? going across there. That was supposed to take the cable, but it's done a pretty good job, but it's not needed. You don't need all that, really. So I could reduce it down in the design, probably, by at least a couple of mil. I extended it by a couple of mil last time. Let's just do that now then. Why not? Let's just bring that back by 2 mil. Yeah, there was no need to do that last time. We'll leave the other bit as it was. That slot. The slot was just right. That slot there to bring your cable ribbon through here into the base. Yeah, so it's all right. So if I glued these two together, you can't see it. So I start again. Right, where was I? Oh yeah. So I've just shrank this hole here. I need a buzzer or something. See, I've just brought that back a bit there, so that pocket doesn't get milled out so much. You can't really see it like this. Yeah, this pocket for the PCB, I made it deeper and I put this slot in to put the cable through. Put all the holes in the right place. They're all lined up beautifully now. Today I've added another couple of holes in the middle so they can bind them together better. And 2 extra fixings. I don't really like that one there because it's right where your fingers are. But nevertheless, that's where it is. So if I glued, let's take the lids off again. Hang on. Top plastic, base plate, bottom plastic, center plastic. Right. So if I've got these 2 pieces that milled out, they're quite small. I think I need to glue them, and I could lose that pin then. If I glue them together beforehand, but I need to glue them without them. You don't, because they're clear. You don't want them to show. You don't want them to show. That one there. I don't want to look through a clear piece of acrylic and see loads of messy glue. So if it's acrylic cement, if that stuff doesn't leave the horrible mess. Or I could strategically place a drop of glue there, you know, different points, tiny drop. I don't know, or just bind them together, or maybe change the design to something else. A different idea. Maybe the idea was to manhandle them less. So you manhandle them a lot less, basically. So you just the idea is the milling machine does all the work, and it did all the work, and it came out. It did a good job. The nut goes in there, and it did a good job, but it just split. Where I've milled it, I've made it thinner, so if we put stress on it, if we over tighten it, they'll crack. But if I glued them 2 together, like that, just glue them, they'll stay with super glue, but they look horrible. Acrylic cement, maybe, that'll do the trick. Expensive stuff though, acrylic cement. Now, I don't know if there's a way of milling it out. There's too many different angles on it. Too many different angles on this to mill it out. If you just milled out the section and then try to do all this by hand, it's no good. So I think I'll just glue them together. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll take it apart again. I'll just super glue it. I just wondered, can super glue, once you put super glue between 2 clear acrylic, Can you get it to go like silicon, clear silicon, where goes transparent like water between them? Just once you've got the surface tension going across the whole surface, will it disappear, or will it go all white and horrible and just look a mess? Don't know. We'll have to try it. Trial and error. Anyway, so it did work out. The only problem I had was when I screwed that down, that screw, the bottom of the screw, as I screwed it down, it pushed this up because it was hitting the bottom plastic. So, and it's pocketed from the other side. Yeah, because I could have used a smaller bolt. I think that I used the smallest one I had, and it's still sticking through just a bit. So what it needs is a deeper well here. But if you do make a deeper well, then you've got less material, you've got easier chance of cracking. See, if that one was over here, I could do a deeper well. But I think if I glue them somehow, if I glue it, it'll give itself, each half will add to the other half's strength, if you know what I mean. Two parts, they make a whole, but a lot stronger than a separate part. Yeah. So, because the ones I've got now, they are split. They did split. Let's have a look. It did split. Right, it did split. They split apart there, because probably over top. When I'm working with screwdrivers, I'm over tightening stuff. So it fell apart there. See that one? And it's actually split. If you look, if you see it, it's actually the other way. I'm working backwards in the camera. The one was okay. Still coming apart there. This one's probably the best. It's not too bad, but I think if I glued them, see it's clear now, you can see straight through. If I put super glue on, it's gonna, I'll tell you what, give me 2 seconds, I'll go and get some super glue and 2 bits of scrap plastic. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, back. I've got some scrap bits. Here's a couple of scrap bits that fell out of the milling of the keyboard. Right, so I've got 2 bits of These are escape keys that fell out. So clean them up. Right, I'll just try a drop of super glue. I had to go and buy some new super glue. The one I had for years. I come to use it. It was just one big solid mass of. Right, I'll put a drop there. Right, there's a drop gone in there. I'll put the lid on quick. It's already starting to go off. I won't use the whatever that is. What's it called? Activator. I won't use the activator. Right, I'm going to put these two together now. Not stick my fingers together. I'll give them a bit of a squeeze. And already my fingers gone together. Right. Got some activator. Shall I spray activator? Does it need any activator? I don't know. Let's just give it a little bit. Is it poisonous for your fingers? I don't know. Right, add some activator. Stinks as well, activator does. Anyway, so I can't see any white mess. It's still you can still see me through it. There is the white mesh you can see was already on there. That's just the markings. That's the surface this side. That's just the tape that's on the outside. So I need to buffer that up. Yeah, I've got a bit of a buffering cloth. Let's buffer it up. So this might not be a problem then. Tell you what, I need some alcohol. What have I done with the alcohol? I've lost it. Vinegar. Oh, I've lost my tub of alcohol. What did I do with that? Rubbing alcohol. Must have took it down. Anyway, let's try and buffer it up a bit. Right, so we've got two bits of plastic soldered together, not soldered, what am I on about? Silicon together, and it can still clear within it. Can I open it up again? Can I split it now? It's super glued? Nope, super glued. So there's your answer. Panic over. There's no problem in doing it. So I'll take it apart tomorrow and glue them. I won't even bother because they're cracked. I'll just glue them and it'll be fine. That'll do me. Anyone got a use for these? They look a bit like Tetris pieces. Tetris pieces. Jigsaws. Don't know. What else we got? Some long bits. Long bits. We got a few pieces. I'll tell you what I thought about making today as well. Two-tone chess set out of wood. CNC'd out. Two tones chess set. Sorry about the noise. Right, okay. Yeah, so I'll glue them together tomorrow. I'll take it all apart again. When you build this, you have to make sure before you screw that down, put your nut in. But you can twist it. I'm not going to glue this to that bit there. Only to each other to make that one piece. Yeah, I don't want to use too much glue. That's all right. Okay. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'll glue them tomorrow. Let's put back everything here. So I've got to mill out the plastics that all the plastics. Let's bring all this back. No, that's that one. Yeah, the front plastics. Just bring everything back. All I need is a tick box that hides the main unit. I thought I had one. Maybe I did have one. I've got one called whole unit there. That's. I don't think anything's. Maybe I was gonna do it and never finished it off. Zara slot fixings. NeoPixels. Right, is that compact flash? Is that the lot now? Why does it look weird? Right. Okay. So we can glue the plastics together. Medichlorian edition. Binds the galaxy together. Yeah. Yeah, so I've made all these. I've got a few problems with screws being in the way, look. So I've got to alter that lid, but I'm not making the lid yet. Not making the lid. So I've got a few things to make. What do I do next? Remake the back or remake the front? Or make the front? I don't know. Keyboard can be sorted out just by altering the screw length and gluing those two together. I've got to find me round rubber feet to go with it. Oh, I tried to cast to the main TV, everything broke, yeah. Results are great, yeah. Yeah, the glue was alright. I was expecting it to go all milky coloured and horrible. Just like that other stuff. Yeah, I'm sure that other gadget of mine went all weird. I'm sure it did. This thing, didn't this go weird? I know, yeah, it spread all over the place. I ended up siliconing it in the end just to put it back together, but the original glue's in there. It started spreading all over the plastics, and you can hear it when I scrape it. I could make that again, but I mean, I don't use it, do I? That's screwed in as well. That's one of my earlier two-door access control unit, but it's the main board, and it's got the thermal pile on it and the LiDAR. I showed you that already, I think. Right, there's a lot of old gadgets hanging around. Yeah, a lot of old gadgets. Right, what's been going on then? So 2 hours of talking. 2 hours of talking. Yeah, I think I've come to the end of that one. What I'll do is hopefully get this plastics out of the way at some point. Get this done, and got a lot of other stuff to get on with. Well, anyway. Yeah, Lockslide, just send us your address, mate. Just text it me or something, whatever you want it sent, and I'll send it you out, mate. I've got to figure a way of getting a message back and forward. I left you one earlier on this. I don't know if you saw it. At the start of the stream, on the comment, I had to put you one in there. Couldn't. I don't know how to get a message to you. Doesn't seem. I don't understand it. Anyway. Alright, anyway, that's gonna be it for tonight. What time is it? Yeah, 11 o'clock at night, so that's enough. Gotta get some more of this super glue before it goes off. It doesn't seem to last long. Yeah, no worries. That's gonna be it for tonight, so let's get rid of me. So tomorrow I'll make some more panels, maybe the front panel, some of the front panels here. Something like that. Yeah. Tomorrow I'll be on Friday night, definitely be on a live stream tomorrow night. I'd have to make some new panels to show you some more results. I've got to work out how we're going to do a keyboard in modification cable to go into the main unit. We can try it out on one of these spare Amiga 2000s. Oh, you saw that? Yeah, that other one. Yeah, yeah. I had some notion of doing them at some point, but then during the pandemic, the thermopiles went crazy price because everyone wanted them for their non-touch medical sensor temperature sensors. They went to crazy price. But they're flawed. They're fundamentally flawed. Them things are. Yeah. See you later then, chap. Have a good day. Take care, mate. And we'll see you again on another stream. I'll be on tomorrow night. Let us know your address. I'll send you one over. I'll probably stick you some software so you can get it set up as well. Put some if it's not already on the download, or I'll make sure you can download it off the site. Alright then, mate. No problem. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, everyone. And I'll be back on tomorrow night with some more stuff. Maybe. Should do. Bye-bye for now.
The computer converts these numbers into impulses that cause sound waves to come directly from a loudspeaker.
Just find the right place in the program, make the appropriate change, and we'll run the whole thing again.
Only by computer could they be calculated and for the first time pictorially described. The art of computer graphics is only in its infancy. The entire musical score accompanying this film was composed on a computer that can produce nearly endless variations of sound.
Speech is still very complicated. Music is simpler.
Oh yeah, nice one, mate. Saw the message, yeah. I'll catch you tomorrow night then. Have a good one.
Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer to the chord of carriage. But you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two.